What's happening, everyone? I hope you're well. I have been really looking forward to this video. We did a tier list fairly recently and I was delighted. It seemed like some of you at least enjoyed it, so I thought we'd do another one, and if it gets a nice reception again, we could make it a weekly feature. So could you do me a favour, please? If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, just so I can monitor it, and if it gets enough likes, then yeah, we could do one of these every week, because I think they're really good fun. And as always, I want to know what you think. So please, comment below, let me know your thoughts on this tier list. This is an exciting one. It's the best young talents. This summer could be huge. It feels like there could be so many young, brilliant footballers on the move. Where will Jaden Sancho be playing at the beginning of next season? Where will Erling Harland be playing at the beginning of next season? Where will Kylian Mbappe be playing? The young players at the moment are amazing. And it's come at a good time because the old guard, the Ronaldo, Messi, they're coming to the end. So it's time. We need a new young crop, and I am very excited about the ones that we have. I have cultivated a bit of a list, made my final set of young, dynamic, exciting footballers, and what we're going to do now is we're going to rank them. 6 tiers. We've got the Ballon d'Or winners. Some of these players are going to win a Ballon d'Or. We've got the nominees. We've got people that will nearly win a Ballon d'Or but won't quite make it. Then we've got huge players. Players who are going to have amazing, mesmerising careers but will fall short of the top tier. We've then got very good players. We've then got overhyped players. Players who are perhaps in this list but perhaps shouldn't be. And then we've got the Go Home Roger. There's a bonus. Anyone who gets the reference. What show is that from? The Go Home Roger section is obviously for... Well, do you know what? We can do this right away. There's a Tottenham player in this list. Guess where he's going? Home Roger. So, we're up and running. The Tottenham player has taken the first spot and has gone in the Go Home Roger segment. I'm unsure why he's here. I'm unsure who it's meant to be. I'm unsure what he's doing. But I can assure you he's found his rightful home in the bottom tier category. Right, now we're going to get really, really into it. Okay, I'm going to start with making it very easy for myself, right? I'm going to tell you who will win a Ballon d'Or. There is no doubt in my mind that Kylian Mbappe, wallop. Future Ballon d'Or winner, no questions. No disagreements, I assume. No arguments. Kylian Mbappe will win a Ballon d'Or for his retirement. That is one of the most least controversial sentences I have ever said. That's a fact. I love him. I think he's brilliant. Love the way he plays the game. Love the way he has a smile on his face. I think he's never not won the league. Do you know that? I believe that in every season he has played football, he has won the league. An incredible stat. And I suppose we should also mention a little matter of a World Cup. So yeah, not a bad start to his career. Another player who will win a Ballon d'Or, undoubtedly, Erling Harland. What a player. He's immediately in the Ballon d'Or winners category. He's a phenomenal football player, an amazing talent. I quite like that snide edge to his character that he possesses. There are so many strings to his bow. He's a remarkable football player. And if he ends up at Manchester City, I think he scores 40 goals a season. I really do. I think he's that good. He's a prolific striker. And whoever signs him, wherever he ends up playing football, he could stay at Dortmund. But if he ends up leaving, could go to Bayern, could go to City, could go to United. Wherever he goes, I will make that club favourites for the Champions League. And obviously the domestic league. I think he's that good. If he signs for Man City win the Champions League. If he signs for City, he scores 40 goals. Not a bad replacement, really, is it? Considering that they've just lost Sergio Aguero. If they were to pull in Erling Harland, I mean, it's an amazing statement if they were to do it. Okay, now it's getting... Those two are obviously in a league of their own. I think now we are going to have to start looking at the tier below. Players who... There is no guarantee that any of these players will win a Ballon d'Or. I think that they are, of course, excellent football players. But a Ballon d'Or could not go their way. It could ultimately just be out of their clutches because of the talent on display elsewhere. And a player that I think will be knocking on the door for a Ballon d'Or, could do it, is... I'm going to start with Phil Foden. Phil Foden probably will win a Ballon d'Or. I really think that he is that good. I think he is virtually brilliant at everything. There was a moment when City played Liverpool fairly recently where he went up for a header with Fabinho. He ultimately fouled Fabinho, but that's not the point. Everything that Fabinho represents, he's a brilliant player, very dominating, physical presence, excellent on the ball. Phil Foden is a lot of those things, but one thing he isn't is dominating or physical presence. He managed to foul Fabinho, so he actually has that edge in his character as well. So I think that Phil Foden will be in this next bracket down. He isn't a guaranteed Ballon d'Or winner like the other two, but in my eyes, he's knocking on the door for it. He could do it. Another player who could and possibly should win a Ballon d'Or here is going to go Jaden Sancho. I think Jaden Sancho is a generational talent. He is a phenomenal football player. Been doing the business at Dortmund. Again, really turned his form round. Looking sharp, looking on it. When he gets that move, I think we will see what kind of player Jaden Sancho will become. I think there's a ceiling at Dortmund for him. There is only so far he can go. His next move will be very telling. And I think that he is in the next bracket down. He is a player who could and possibly should win a Ballon d'Or. Next, I'm going to put Kai Havertz into this band. We've seen enough glimpses to know that he has the talent. I don't think we've seen it enough. I don't think we've seen it in vast enough quantities. But Kai Havertz has all of the talent to be nominated and potentially win a Ballon d'Or. Whether he does it will ultimately be down to him. Does he have the drive, the tenacity, the spirit, the heart? I hope so. But one thing he definitely has, and there is no conversation around this, he has the talent. So it is up to him to challenge and be the best that he can possibly be. So I think he is there. Do you know what we might do now? I might mix it up a bit, because there are a couple of players who I don't think they necessarily deserve to be here. And I am going to start that with De Ligt. De Ligt, for me, he's overhyped. He was brilliant for Ajax, but I haven't seen enough of him playing well for Juventus. The season that Ajax got to the semi-finals of the Champions League, he shone. He was brilliant. Every top club in Europe was sniffing around him. He ultimately went to Juve. His performances there have been uninspiring at best. And I think that the hype of that Ajax team, because of the nostalgia and the brilliance of previous Ajax sides, we thought that he was going on to become one of the very best. Following in the footsteps of Ronald Koeman, or just all of that team from the early 90s, the 94 side, that ultimately was so brilliant. The Overmars, Lippmann, Patrick Kluivert. I think that we got caught up in the nostalgia and put De Ligt in that category, when I actually don't think his performances justified it. He was brilliant for Ajax, but I haven't seen anything since then to suggest that he is of this top tier. So for me, De Ligt is overhyped. I'm weighing this up now. It's getting very tricky, because obviously there are bags and bags of potential here. But I've got to get this right. Okay, I'm going to go with one right off. I'm going to put Rashford in the good category. I think he's a brilliant player and a wonderful man, but I don't think he is going to reach anywhere beyond a very, very good player, which obviously is an amazing thing. He's going to have a flourishing, brilliant and remarkable career for Manchester United. It's obviously wicked, but we are now talking top tier. I don't think Rashford belongs any higher than the good category here. I feel bad, man. Don't hate me. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. But I think that Rashford, the potential is coming to fruition now. We know the kind of player he is. We know that he misses a lot of chances. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think his career is going to go anywhere beyond good. Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané is slightly more dangerous than Marcus Rashford. Playing at Bayern obviously elevates him slightly. Huge. Oh, mate. I feel like he could even potentially be here. And in that case, Kai Havertz has to move. Is that fair? This is so difficult. Okay. I think that Sané has to go in the nominees, which means I can't sit on the fence because I could put too many in the potential for nominees. I think Foden certainly belongs. I think Sancho has the world at his feet. Maybe I've been too generous to Kai Havertz. Maybe it's the Chelsea thing. Okay, I'm going to fall on my sword. Kai Havertz cannot be in the same category as Leroy Sané and Phil Foden. That just can't be. The form this season doesn't allow that. Therefore, Kai Havertz has been relegated to the huge category. But then he's below Marcus Rashford. I'm getting myself into a pickle here, aren't I? Kai Havertz can't be in the category above Marcus Rashford, surely. Okay, so that's Moise Keane. No, I'm not having it. Moise Keane, overhyped. No, doesn't. Not here. Dembele. No, I'm going overhyped as well. Sorry. Ooh, Alphonso Davies. Now we're talking. This is a fella who destroyed Chelsea the last time I was in the stadium. He's a Ballon d'Or nominee, if not winner. No, nominee. Okay. Junior Vinicius, overhyped for now, not having that. Is that Greenwood? Greenwood is good, younger than Rashford, therefore more potential, but not as good as Rashford. But the potential and the youthful side of him puts him in the same bracket as Rashford. I think that's fair. Joao Felix, nah, man. Joao Felix can go home, Roger. Serge Gnabry, Bayern are really well represented here, aren't they? Serge Gnabry is a very, very good player. But I can't have Kai Havertz above Serge Gnabry, can I? This is a Chelsea, but okay. Serge Gnabry promoted, Kai Havertz relegated again. I went in too early on Havertz. It's a Chelsea thing, I think. Trent Alexander-Arnold, okay. This is an interesting one with Alexander-Arnold. People are far too judgmental about Trent. Gareth Southgate, England's manager, has been far too judgmental about Trent Alexander-Arnold. People forget. Over the past 36 months, he has been world class. Over the past 36 months, you could make a case for him being one of the reasons, one of the main reasons. In fact, you could actually make a case for him being the reason that Liverpool won a European Cup and then a Premier League. The way that Klopp plays is so reliant on Trent's brilliance. He's had a dodgy 6 months and people are writing him off, including Gareth Southgate. That to me is ridiculous, and I'm going to pledge full unilateral support to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got to play for England. He's a huge player with potential to rise. Not having that. Okay, Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong has to join his compatriot Matthias de Ligt in the overhyped category. Similar reasons. Brilliant for Ajax, but has been underwhelming since then. Asensio is a baller. Asensio is going in line with the good category. think that completes it. That completes it. That is my finished table. You can see it on screen now. Let me know what you think to that. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Harland are guaranteed Ballon d'Or winners according to my tier list. I think you could also say fairly safely that Leroy Sané, Alphonso Davies, Jaden Sancho and Phil Foden will be there or thereabouts. Anyone else has a little bit of work to do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Sorry for getting myself in a bit of a quandary, but I would appreciate your comments. Please let me know how you think I did on this. Do you agree with my selections? If not, comment below, let me know. And also, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you like these tier lists, please give it a like and we can make it a weekly occurrence. See you in a bit.